Cast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Welcome, everybody. This is Kevin. Welcome to the Sqribble call tonight. It is 9/27/2022, September. Fall is here. Welcome, welcome. This little picture I'm showing you here tonight, just we have a drought here in Florida, and I just kind of wanted to show you how dry it is in Florida. No, actually, we're having a hurricane blow in tonight, so we're going to have a light little rainstorm for the next few days. This is kind of a big one. It looks like it's going to miss us by a little bit. It's going to go south a little bit, but we're going to get torrential rains probably for 2 days, I would imagine, maybe 3 days. For any of you who have never been through a hurricane, which I'm sure, well, California had one. So, Tracy, I know you're from California. They had a little bit part of a hurricane this year, which was a rarity in San Diego. I saw that was kind of cool. But yeah, we get them all the time. It's kind of been slow, but I think there's another one backed up here. So I just kind of wanted to show you. It was very interesting. And this would actually be a good book to write about, a hurricane. If you've lived in Florida like I have for the past many years, let's just put it that way, many years, you see a lot of them. And they do all sorts of crazy things. They'll cross the state. They'll loop back. No lie, they'll loop back and hit you a second time. I've seen that before. They're truly amazing. They're daunting because they're 500-600 miles wide, and they sometimes just come through like a lawnmower and tear things up, which isn't great. But if you're not close to the eye, you're usually pretty good. But if the eye hits you, then you get those 150 mile an hour winds, and just stay low. That's all I can say. But anyway, I thank everybody for being on the call. We still got some time here. So we're going to give it a few more minutes. It's only 6:02. So if the reason I showed this too, if the computer does go out, you'll know why. It's actually raining pretty good here where I'm at. It's just starting to pick up. And by midnight tonight, it's really going to be starting to launch. But I think we're okay. I think we'll make it through the meeting here tonight. I don't think the hurricane's going to be too bad. It's still out there a ways, probably about 200 miles away. So I'm feeling good. But it's climbing up toward our way. So we just got to be watching this thing as we go forward. People still coming aboard. Welcome, welcome. All the way from Norway, I see. Welcome, welcome. Edine, I welcome you. Lynn, of course. Moses, Therese, John. Hey, Nancy, how you doing? Tracy, welcome, welcome. So many more. So welcome to the call. I can't say everybody's name. It gets a little bit long, but thank you, thank you. We'll get on tonight. We're just going to talk about a little bit some of the stuff you need to do to really get your book started, because I noticed from some of the people, they're getting stopped because they don't know where to start, which is kind of funny. You can't stop unless you can start. So I think what you need to do is just know how to compile what you're doing, set your outline, get your images ready, kind of format it like a job. Get your job ready to go. Be real, be constructive, and just kind of make sure you're kind of dialed in, because like anything, if you're not doing it in a method that you like and the way you want to go, your own path, it won't work. And everybody has a different way of doing things. But my advice is you have to somewhat get organized. You really do. And I'm not the best at that either. But when I start the books up, I get organized as I go forward, but I do outline anymore. I do get my images together, and I'll get into that tonight, kind of how I do it and what I think is a good method. But you guys can, everybody has their own way of doing things. And I know a lot of people are doing different things. Personally, tonight too, I'm going to kind of tell you some of the things I think you should do just because of the economic times, what's going on. I truly believe there's a path you guys should be looking at a little differently than just some of the methods that I think we're all, we thought of in the past. When you write an ebook and things like that, you always think of the next great adventure and this and that, which I think is wonderful. If you're going to do something like that, my advice is take some of your life instances and write about them, because believe me, in my own life, I have things that I could definitely write about that you probably wouldn't believe, just like all of us. There's certain things that, have happened or what you've done. You go, no way. But actually, people have those life experiences that are truly, truly incredible. I know I've had a handful of them, and but they were all good. They were all very good. But just to me, they were simply amazing. Some of the things that has happened. If you put the odds to it, it'd be 1,000,000 to 1. I wish it was like that with other things you do, but um, truly, one of the good things is write about a true story about life instances, or what you might want to do too is write something, a guidebook or a how-to book. Those work. Look what I've done. I've sold several of them, not even thinking about it, and they're working really, really well. So it's something I think you all can do and go forward and make sure that you guys can, focus on that. Um, like I said, it's only 6:06. I'll give it a few more minutes until I really get into it. People are still coming aboard. Welcome, welcome to the call tonight. This is Sqribble. It's going to be a little bit different tonight because I'm kind of in the midst of a big storm. I'm going to pull this from the screen here quick as soon as I get started. But if you've never been to Florida, this is what we put up with during the it actually starts basically really in August. It really starts kicking in, and then it goes through November 1st, November 2nd, and we get these huge, huge storms like this. And when I lived in California, we never got them, or in Washington State. We did get big storms, and I'm sure everybody else around the world gets those huge, huge storms. I know up in Maine and Boston, they get those other storms. I forget what they're called, but 100-mile-an-hour winds blowing in and things like that. Very unusual, very, very unusual. And I hear still, I got to ask Tracy this one. How's the weather in California, Tracy? Is it still warm and hot? When I was there, it was breaking records. It was 105 just about every single day. I thought it was hot in Florida. I think it was hotter in California at the time. Just a little bit too much. I'm glad fall's here. I actually like the winter better than most. Okay, we're gonna kick in. This is Kevin. Welcome to the Sqribble session tonight. We're gonna keep it short and sweet tonight. Hopefully, we can get through the hour. I don't think my power is going to go off, but we do have a lot of lightning and thunder behind me here in my office. But we're going to do the best we possibly can. So I'm going to get rid of this screen here. I'm going to enlarge this screen. And here we go. And you guys all know the Book of Armor. And what I wanted to kind of talk about tonight is, how are you starting your ebook? What are you guys doing to really get kicked in? And a lot of you are pros. A lot of you have done this and have really gone to town, doing this. And I've seen that. Hang on a second. I'm getting some questions here. Let me answer one real quick. Oh, yes. People are talking about the hurricane back in Katrina in Houston. Wow. Yes. Yes. The blue dot is where I was at, actually. I am in Sarasota. If no one knows where that is, Tampa, just look at Tampa and go about 50 miles south. And I am in the Sarasota, beautiful area. Yes. And you guys do need rain. California, everybody needs rain, basically. I think we're the only ones getting some right now. No, I don't think it is going to affect the class. Like I said, we're just going to keep going forward. But thank you for all the kind words, you guys. Okay, what I did want to talk about, because I have heard from some of the people out there, and basically I think the hardest part is just getting started in learning how to do the editor. I keep hearing that the editor is really tough for people, and it's not that hard. So my advice is I'm going to see if we can put this into the training area. But the compiled book that we're doing, with the group completely, everybody's in it. That is a great place to really learn. In my opinion, I think it's better than anything because you're hands-on. So if anybody wants, I think everybody has pretty much joined in. If you haven't, we do have a lot of people that look not real familiar here. So it's the email is sqribbleBookTeam@gmail.com, sqribbleBookTeam@gmail.com. If you want to be part of the book that we're all writing together as a team, please email to that, say your name, and say you'd like to be part of it. I think we've got a few positions left. We've got 20, I think 20 plus people in on the first book. So if you're interested, please email. You'll probably get Lynn on that one, and Lynn will fire right back to you. Lynn is really good at setting this all up and getting it all going. I keep giving her kudos for all the things that she's done. She's done a wonderful, wonderful job. Really a great job. So what I wanted to do tonight too is, of course, just give you guys a real quick walkthrough on some of the stuff that you guys are doing. If you're brand new, you do want to get images. In my opinion, if you are brand new and you're trying to write an ebook or whatever you're doing, a how-to book, I think what you should do is at least get 10 images ready. And if you don't know how to do images, we've shown you in a lot of these ebooks how to do them. Snagit, if you get Snagit, it's going to be instant. You'll be able to capture pretty much any image. You're going to be able to save it, put it into a file, and everything's done. I keep talking about Snagit. It's because I've had it for well over a decade. Nowadays, what's really cool about it is any video, and I don't know if you guys know this, but on YouTube, you can take a large portion of the video, or not a large portion, but you can take 20 or 30 seconds and use it of anybody's video, and it's not illegal. So you can actually go in there and take a clip of a video that you like and post it onto your website and do that. You also can take a link of most people's websites and put it on into your ebook also. And let me tell you why. Most people that have done a YouTube video would love you to take their link and advertise it. No one's going to say no. No, you can't have my link. I don't want anybody watching my video. So YouTube videos are open. They're open territory. So if you find something that you're writing about and you have an ebook that's really cool, say you're writing about skiing, worldwide skiing, you can take videos of skiers around the world and put them into your ebook. Like, click here to see the coolest video, or click here to see the Swiss Alps, or whatever you're doing. You can take videos from YouTube, and they have videos on everything. If you can think it, they've got it. So just punch it into the search bar. But it's really cool. I use a lot of videos in a lot of my stuff. I try to make my own, but you can I have taken other people's clips. And if you don't want to watch a 2-hour video, which I don't, or even a 15-minute is too long, I will take videos and crop them up. Like with Snagit, you can go in there and pick a good part out for a minute or two, and you can crop it and easily save it, and then you can throw it in so people can watch it. Or you can just take the whole link from YouTube, put it on there so people can get information about you're writing about. Even if it's not your video, at least it'll give you kind of a leg up, because they're going to think you're really something else by having more content on whatever you're doing. And a lot of people do that. They actually use other people's content to help out. Now, you can't steal content that's written, but you can take videos, put the links onto your website or onto your PDF, your ebook, and you can use those all day long. I actually did it recently. I just did it recently, and I actually took something that was showing a comparison of 2 different products, and it told you why you should use this product and not use that product. And it worked very well. We actually got a lot of people coming for the product, on the retail product, and it worked well. Now, for a lot of you that are just getting started online, I think the big thing we should be doing this fall is really monetizing what you're doing. Stop screwing around and really go to town here and make money. You're not here just to have fun, and if you are, that's great. I love that, and that's great. But you're really here to make some cash and make some money. And I don't mean to sound, so direct with it, or I don't mean it in any demeaning way, but we are here to make money, to support yourself, your family, and go forward. And there is unlimited amounts of money. There's billions and billions of dollars being sold in how-to ebooks and things like that. So my advice is, get Snagit. I can't say enough. Just, whatever you got to do, save for it. It's 50, 60 bucks. And I know that's expensive for some people, may not be for others, but get Snagit. It is so important. And the reason is you can record yourself. You can record this. You can take pictures, snapshots. It's my mainstay tool besides Sqribble and Presenter. I use Presenter too. But by having these tools, you can pretty much do everything. And one thing I do want to let you know is, if you're going to write a how-to book, and I know some of you are on this call, you want to do a little 30-second to minute and a half video of yourself explaining what you're doing. Hey, this is, say this is Joe, and I just want to explain to you what I'm doing in this book. It's a little how-to on how to do this, this, and this. I'll walk you through it. You want to look at it. Stay fluent in how you're speaking. Don't if you're with Snagit, you can keep deleting, try it over. You can record yourself all day long until it comes clean, until it comes really good for you. But be fluent. Just talk about what you know. The more you talk, the better you'll get. And if you make mistakes, sometimes save those mistakes because people appreciate it. Look at me. I make a mistake every time I speak, but I don't have to stop and rewind every time, because if I did that, I'd never have anything, because you just got to go forward and keep doing it. That's all I'm going to say, whatever you're doing. So if you're doing your books and things like that, try to do a little blurb of yourself or a video. And if you can't do it yourself, find a video on YouTube that you like and either use the whole thing or take a little cut of it, and then you could put it into your YouTube or your book. And I can show you how to do that, and you can actually save it and have it a link so people can view it. If you want to, another good way is, if you don't have a YouTube channel, which everybody should have, you can take a snippet of a YouTube channel, say with Snagit, and take a 20-second or 30 seconds, and you can put it on your Google Drive. Google Drive is free, and you guys probably, many of you don't know how to use it, but it'll give you a link. You save it within the Google Drive, and it gives you a link. You put the link in your PDF, and guess what? It accesses that link, and people can view it. So there is a lot of different ways you guys can use tools online that you may not know that you actually have. So it's very, very important. Start utilizing some of the tools out there. People are showing me tools every day, and most of them I can't get to. It's impossible, because there's so many that I actually can't. There's so many great tools, but who has the time to do all these tools and do it? One I've just seen recently is a really cool one that we could all use together. It actually, and it's live. It takes notes, and you can put numbers on the little problems within your pages. Each page, you can go to page and put numbers 1 through 100 if you want, and then you click on the number and it scrolls up real quick and shows you the little paragraph of what you want to say and stuff like that. And maybe I'll bring that tool. It's free. So there's a lot of cool stuff. And I just found this out from another programmer that was helping me with one of our systems out there for somebody that we're trying to help with. And what I focus on is just trying to help people get their sites out there and get their production up. I don't normally always do their advertising. I really don't do a lot of advertising for people, but I will get their YouTube started, and I will help them set up their YouTube and things like that. And then their guys will take it over. They don't know, most people don't know how to set up a YouTube channel, which takes, maybe 10 seconds. And that's about it. Let me see. Let me see. Somebody's saying something on the box up here. Okay, I'm going to scroll down just a little bit, and I'm going to go down here. They said they couldn't see the screen correctly. Okay, yes. I hope you guys can see it now. But like I said, for a lot of you that are on the call tonight, which we do have a lot of people, I think some of your main issues is just getting started and what am I going to write about? You guys got to really stop thinking so much and just do it. Just take it to the limit. I want to start hearing from you guys. Hey, I started something. It's really, really cool. And what you really want to focus on is trying to do something for any business. That's where the money's at. And 99% of the people that have a business don't know what they're doing online. And they will take a YouTube channel. You can do a video form with a PDF. They will pay you to do it. And end of story. You'll make some money. You truly will. And what I'm looking at doing right now is formatting another book. I'm actually working on one right now. Haven't had a lot of time, but what my focus is I'm going to actually use this book. I'm going to sell it again, and then I'll do another ebook on how I sold the ebook. So there is so much that we all can do. And usually when I focus on something, I really, I just don't stop. I usually will spend like a Saturday, and I'll spend all day, and I'll work on it, and I'll usually finish it up. Or I'll have another day where I just touch it up. But usually within a day, I can finish it up and then, make a couple grand, make $1,000. I mean, I've been pretty lucky lately. But if I go to a smaller client, I'll take a couple $100 and work, I'll work a day if I have to make $300-400. Even $150 is worth it just to get started and get your creative self moving along. And if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any issues like I need some help what can I do? We could, try to set up one of these training sessions where we help you. We could jump into your ebook, even if you're doing compiling within the ghost story that we're all working together and you need some help with that just to get started. We can help jump into your ghost story and help you do some creative content because it's helping us help you, helping everybody. Because I think where it's at, we all need to really help each other. And if you guys have some ideas on how to train better or how to, where you're stuck, because me being where I'm at and you being where you're at, I don't see where you're at all the time. If that makes any sense. What I'm trying to say is I don't know where everybody's heads are at or where they are within their learning process. Just getting started, they're in the middle of the road, they're at the very tier where they're doing everything great and all right. We have people like that on here. I know that. We have some people that are so fantastic. I mean, 1,000 times better than I ever could be. And the point of it is, you really want to define what you're doing and just get it done. One thing I have to tell you guys that I've really seen for myself is you have to really mix it up and you have to push the envelope. Most of us will stop. We all have this. I have this, and you don't want to go talk to somebody like a business owner because I can do it the next day, or oh no, they won't like it, or it's just not right. It's not the right timing. What I've learned, and it's the older you get, the more wisdom you have, and what you really need to do is just say, screw it, I don't care. What's it going to matter if the guy says yes or no? But go in saying they're going to love it. They're going to love it. And if they don't, it's because you had a little bit too much doubt. Most of the time, if you go in with a great attitude, they're going to say yes. They do. I know it sounds crazy, but they do. When you're confident and you go for it and you ask a business owner, hey, could I do something for you? Can I do would you like to get some advertising online with YouTube and a video and just to help your business grow? And a lot of them will say, what do you got? And then you'll say, well, I can give you a demo. I'll put a couple pages online for you. I'll help you out. And usually if you do something like that, put the pictures in of the owners on your PDF. I've always told you guys to do this, and some of the employees, even, get some pictures online if you can't be local with the person in their, whatever city they're in. Just mix it up and you'll usually get a yes. I've had a good 80-90% yes ratio. And I think it's just because, I truly believe that when you think that you don't want to do it, just do it. That's the best time to do it. When you think you can't do it, just turn around and say, screw it, I'm going to do it. And do it. And don't look back. Just do it. If they say yes, no, maybe, at least you did it. And keep going with that attitude. It'll get better. You'll make a lot more money going forward. In my side hustle, I make probably, besides my consulting jobs, my side hustles on some of the stuff that I'm doing makes me a good 30-40% of the money I earn in a given year. That's a lot more money. That's not 5 or 10%. 30 to 40% is a big amount of money when you consider some of the other jobs you may be doing and things like that. Now, and I've gotten a lot of jobs just being just going to the company and just being honest and just give them what you have, and don't give them the hierarchy, and you don't have to have the hierarchy, but all I can say is just go in knowing that you know pretty much what you're doing and what's going on, how you're going to handle it, and go forward. If you give anybody the edge, they'll usually take advantage of you. But if you go in that you know what you're doing, they don't usually come back and try to take you over. Just be smart about what you're doing. If you guys need some help or some advice, or if you're trying to land somebody and you're close to them and you need help, write us. Go to sqribbleBookTeam@gmail and say, hey, I need Kevin on this one. Can he call me and help me out? I'll be the first one to call you, and I'll give you guys some time. I will. And just say, okay, where you at? What you doing? What's going on? I'll come in and help you guys. It doesn't take me much to come in, 5 or 10 minutes on a call with you. And I'm not saying that's all I'm going to give you. I'm just saying usually I can come and explain where you're at, what you need to do. I've done thousands of these deals before, not hundreds, thousands. And it's just a matter of getting to that next step and that next level. And I really want to help you guys do this. What Adil has brought here is some of the best software on the planet. He truly has. If you don't have Presenter, my advice is get it. Presenter is a home run. Sqribble is a home run. Both of them together, you're unstoppable. but get Snagit. You need Snagit just to get to the extra edge. I'm going to bring something to you guys. I'm working on something right now. One of my biggest projects I'm working on is I'm going to do some training and some how to on a whole nother subject. But you guys are going to be able to see it because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Sqribble and Presenter, and I'm going to launch it with another platform also. And when I'm all said and done, it's going to take me a little bit of time. When I'm all said and done, I want to show you guys kind of what I did. And I think you guys can take somewhat of the format and run with it. I'm not messing around anymore. I don't, and I don't want to sound really crazy here. I like making 1,000, 2,000, and 3,000 things like that. But I really want to hit it where we're making, 20, 30K a month or in a year on one project. You guys may think, oh God, I can't do that. You can. Just when you think it can't sell, some of the most mundane, stupidest stuff that you can think of sells because it's who you are and how you're presenting it. Sometimes it's not even the content as much as it is you making the content better. And that's what really sells. It's the person behind the screen on how they're doing things. Yes, you got to have a lot of things right. You do, but you can do things much quicker than most people. I know this because I have some of the worst. I don't do anything probably as I should. Not as detailed things like that. I think what I do is just do it. I just drive forward, and I don't take no for an answer. And if I do, I'm kind of saying like, thank you. I can get to the next person that much quicker. If you say no, that's great because the next one will say yes. And that's pretty much where I go and what I've been doing as we go forward. And somebody was saying here, let me say that someone was saying, oh yeah, Paint 3D allows you to take screenshots for free. So if you guys are doing Paint 3D, I never knew that. So thank you, Lynn. That is great. Oh no, Mariam, if you're here, Mariam, you're not too late. You're never too late. So Mariam, sqribblebookteam@gmail.com. Send it in and say, hey, Lynn, can I be part of it? And she'll say, hey, Mariam, you sure can. We still have a few spots. I know we do. So Mariam, sqribblebookteam@gmail.com. Just say, hey, I'd like to be part of the team. And we are going to get into the team where we are actually going to I'm going to jump into it. We're going to do some more editing. But what I'd like to do is anybody who's stuck, maybe we could help out. Hey, if someone needs some help, just say, hey, I'd like some help on the ghost story. We'll come in. I'll get Lynn in here, and I'll get Tracy, and I'll get some of the pros, Therese. I'll get all you guys. You guys are much better than me, but we need some help from some of the pros that we have online. And we can help do the book. I'd really like to have a little more interaction once in a while where someone could come in and give me their opinions on how they do things, because some of the people we have here have done some phenomenal stuff. We've done some hot seats that didn't turn into hot seats. They were unbelievable, some of the stuff that people had. I know Tracy had something, and I'm going to bring her back on again, but she had something that we brought, and it was great. It was unbelievable. I couldn't critique anything. It was 100 times better than anything I could do. It was just fantastic. So whatever you guys got, we can help you out with going forward. We truly, truly can. Oh, hang on one second. I'm getting a big windstorm coming through. I can see it here. I hope my power doesn't go out. Just hang on there, you guys. These storms, when they come in, they're kind of unbelievable. We get a cloud that's blacker than the darkest night, and then they're throwing thunder and lightning everywhere here. I think I'm still online. Yeah, we should be okay here. I'll try to get through as fast as I possibly can. We're going to make it. We're going to make it till 7 at least. And I wish we had more time than just sometimes the hour, but this is all good. Okay, I'm going to get into the book. I want to show some of you guys that are brand new here. The storm is just flaming up here, so excuse me. Okay, here's someone asking a question. What's the best way to send a free ebook out on Facebook so people can download it to a PDF? Video PDF, YouTube link. Okay, what we need to do here. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, the best way for a free ebook on Facebook. What you want to do is get your ebook all ready. You want to produce it. You want to compile it. You basically want to get it completely ready, and you'll have the link. We can use the link back from this business, and you can put it onto you. I'm not really a big Facebook person. Believe it or not, I'm really not, and I should be. Facebook's not what it used to be 10 or 15 years ago when everybody was jamming, making all the money. I missed that boat. But guess what? Facebook is kind of crashing lately. It's YouTube that's really being the home run nowadays. But if you have a huge Facebook, I'm not going to say no to Facebook because it's still big. So you want to get your link out to a group or something like that. And let me ask this person, I won't say your name, but do you have a good following on Facebook? And if you do, put the link out there. Let's produce it. The video, though, if I were you, I would use Sqribble. And if you have Presenter, you can do a flip book, which you can have as a video. You're part of a very large group on Facebook. See, now that's cool. Do you have Presenter or just Sqribble? So someone's asking if they can put their how to get out on Facebook or do the you. Ah, right. You have Presenter. Now, Presenter is a step up when it comes to the videos and some of the flip books and things like that. Sqribble is still the parent, more or less. If I'm going to put this into a parent and child relationship, Presenter's brand new and Presenter's powerful, powerful. Presenter is going to grow up and be a very powerful, powerful tool. It already is. And what I would definitely do is use Presenter. And that's what I would do is use Presenter, do you want to do a flip book into a video, and you can do some of the other things that are, there's some really cool stuff. And maybe I should do a training on. I'm going to ask if I can do a training on Presenter because we just do Sqribble. So I'm going to ask corporate if we can do that because I think most of you have Presenter. I think when I asked this the last time, all of you pretty much had it. I think it was 99%. Okay, someone's asking me here about their free ebook. Okay, then send. Yes, this is something that I do too. And Lynn just brought this up. A lot of times when I'm trying to get clients into a system, if I'm using email marketing or whatever I'm doing, I will give people a free ebook to lure them in. And you can capture their name and phone number. Don't try to capture more than their name and their phone number or their name and their email. Sometimes you don't want their phone number, but if you can capture their email, then you can capture them pretty much. All the pros are pretty much doing first name and email. Don't try to capture more than that at first because you're going to lose a huge percentage. People don't like to give up their phone number until you really start getting them into two or three different coming back to you and things like that. But it's real important. An ebook is powerful to bring people to whatever you're trying to market. If it's the ebook itself, you got to give them something if you can, like a teaser, just to get them in to what you're looking at. Okay, you made an ebook on Sqribble. Okay, cool. Someone just said that. Flip book to video. Yes. That's what I think you should do. I love using YouTube. Oh, let me ask you one last thing here, or not one last thing. I'll keep asking you. Do you have YouTube or do you know how to set up YouTube, a YouTube channel? And you know who I'm talking to. I don't have to bring you up here, but do you have not yet? Okay. Okay, then my advice is just go to YouTube, and what you want to do is set up a new email address. Just get a new email address from Gmail, and then set up a new YouTube channel. But this is what you do: you set up It takes 5 minutes to do a Gmail. Then leave your Gmail up on your screen. Then go up to the address bar and put in YouTube and sign in and sign up. For some weird, it'll capture the email that's up and it'll be the same thing. You'll set up a YouTube channel with the new email you did, and then we can start out. It's that easy, and it's free. And then you can start getting the YouTube thing going. YouTube is the most powerful platform on the planet. It's actually number 2, but in my opinion, it's taken over, baby. It is the big one. So do that. Please try that. And that's what you need to do. And that, guys, I always tell you, when you want to sell to a business, you got to learn how to do YouTube channels for them and set up their Gmail. I've set up so many Gmail accounts where the business never had one. They barely had an email, or they have the stupidest looking website. So set up their Gmail account, their business at gmail.com. You know what I'm talking about. Put their name on at gmail.com or something, a variance of. So do something like that. It's very important. But if you guys, let me ask you this. Who has Presenter in the crowd here? Of all the people, I want to see the percentage here. How many people have? Let me see. Keep going. Oh, my. Keep telling me. Come on. Give me a, okay. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, geez. We haven't got a, if you haven't, that's okay. Don't feel embarrassed. Don't at all. Okay. God, everybody's pretty much got it that I can see so far. Oh, one says no. Okay, okay. That's okay out of all the people that said yes here. Yes, you can set up, I have 10 Gmail accounts minimum. Minimum. All I ask you to do is log. Well, you don't have to log out. When you go to your Gmail, you can at the very bottom when it go up to your little initial up there in the top right hand corner, and it says create another one. You can keep creating them, and then you'll have 4 or 5, and you can drop where your little initial is on your Gmail in the top right hand corner. You click on it, and then you can have 5 or 6 Gmails. Just click on the one you want; it'll automatically open up, and then you can go up to the little initial again, hit it again, go to the next one, and the next one. Gmail's really made it easy nowadays. So it is so much better. Oh, thank you, God. God, everybody's got presenter. Okay. Then I'm going to do a training on presenter. We're going to see if we can do this next week. I think we can just start walking through it a little bit because it is so close to Sqribble. Like I said, Sqribble is the parent. Sqribble is the big fish. It's been around for several years. It is wonderful. Presenter has some attributes Sqribble doesn't have, vice versa, and they're great. But I think we need to get into presenter so I can, it'll make your Sqribble better. It will. And like I said, with Sqribble, it'll make your presenter better. They go pretty well together. But when I first started doing presenter, um, they had me help them with some of the different things on presenter when it first launched. And I loved it. I absolutely crazy over it because it did the flip book. In Sqribble, I had to take a video recorder and I made my own flip book before presenter even came out. And then they came out with their own flip book video, which was really cool. So what I'll do is I will do a training completely on presenter with Sqribble and and both tools. I'll bring them together. But those two tools together, you're unstoppable. You really are unstoppable. And I keep saying Sqribble is not just an ebook creator. I know that's the format it was brought to, the top to be, and it's great. It really is the best in what it does, but it's more than that. You guys really need to know that it's for presentations and different things that you do. Online, you will make more money than a regular job if you focus, focus, focus. And here I am talking because I still consult for several companies and I don't do the online as much as I should. So, I'm kind of telling you something, but I made more money online than I ever made in anything else. I just have so many of these other consulting jobs that, I'm trying to wind down. It's almost like something I need help. Help me. But it's really more fun to there's nothing more fun to make 20 grand to 30K in a month and you can do it over and over again. I did it over and over and over, and I got out of it for a while because I had some personal things going on in my life. Not bad, just different things. Just the highway changed for me at that time. But I'm really getting back into it because I believe in it. I love it. I've made some money on doing it again, and you guys can pretty much do anything. I'll show you some methods where you guys can go and what you can do, and you don't have to do it all yourself. There's people out there that can help you for pennies, and you guys don't know it. On some of the stuff that you can do, you can have people help you for pennies, and you guys may as well use some of these people. I'm saying things like $15 an hour, $20 an hour, and they'll do pretty much they'll do complete products for you, pretty much for like $30. You can get something done. You can get a lot done. It depends too, because I know a lot of you guys need to go focus on making money right away. And that's some of the things we need to teach you guys to get into some of the stuff that you're doing. Don't just get into something you think is going to work. We need to really narrow it down and make sure your niche is going to work. Don't just, unless you're writing a book that's some sort of thriller or, something that you're really passionate about, that's great. I'm more power to you. I think that's wonderful. But I really want to focus you guys on making money. And I think the biggest money is how to or training, some sort of training or some sort of how to. Every one of you can be something different than you guys have ever thought that you could be. If you know something and you're really passionate about something that you know that you think other people need help with or would love to learn, please bring it to the forefront here. We've had people on here train us on some stuff I've never seen before on some of the hot seats and things like that. And when I was done, it was like, wow, that is super cool. I'd like to do that or have, one of my family members do it. There's so many things out there that you guys can do to make a lot of money. Start with YouTube. Get yourself, if you guys are looking at doing an ebook for yourself or you're doing training with for something on, if you're doing training for schools, like I know some of the people are doing on here, and do a little snippet on to the YouTube channel. Give them a little taste of what you're doing and say, if you want to learn more, just reach me here. Send me an email. But you can do all sorts of things. You can make little videos, 30-second videos, and you can just add to different stuff. Like if you want the coolest training and you need some help within your curriculum for this and this and this, give them something. And you don't have to do it long. What I've learned nowadays is you don't have to have a large amount of content. Just have a good video with some good bullet points, meaning that you don't have to write and write and write if you're trying to get something out there like a how-to. Now, if you're writing a book, my advice is have hook after hook after hook. Because nowadays you got a lot of competition and you want something that's better than the next guy. And just write from your heart, don't write from your head. And usually it'll work for you once you guys really get into that mode. It truly will. So after looking at all this, guys, I got to tell you, I'm going back here real quick. I think every single one of you, except one or two, said no on the presenter, which I'm blown away with all the people that are on here. So pretty much everybody picked up presenter. I see why. Adil did such a great job on that piece of software. I was totally blown away. So I'm gonna do a training on that. I'm gonna get I'll get the approval from Adil and the team. I'm sure I will, and we'll get started on it. And I'll just do a nice little training to kind of fulfill it, and go forward. And there's a lot of other products out there, but right now my main focus is Sqribble and Presenter. Those are the ones I use. They do have some of the things that can show your ebook, which I love. We can Sqribble and some of these other products that are wonderful. But the main focus is we really want to get you out there and getting people to come to your site or come to your YouTube channel and start buying. Does anybody is anybody out there close to having their ebook done or their how-to done and they're having a problem monetizing it? Is there anybody that's on the line yet? If there is, just say yes, and I won't say your name or anything like that. I just want to see if there's anybody that needs any help. If they need assistance with a phone call or anything like that, I could probably help you out if you guys need help. Okay, I'm getting a few people here. Okay, I know who you guys are. So what I'll do is I'll try to reach you by email. Okay, that's cool. So some of you guys are already that is cool. Okay, good. And if your ebook needs any help or anything like that, or you guys need help to monetize it, that is great. I think what we need to do too is help you guys find niches that you guys can monetize. And let me ask you guys this. Would you guys ever, are any of you guys selling anything retail? Everybody that's on the line, I want to ask this. Are you selling anything retail? Have you guys made much money on anything? Okay, to be lit. Okay, amount. Okay, I see. So you're getting listed. Okay. Some people are saying no cashola yet. Trying. Okay, so other people are saying I'm just getting it done, just getting it ready. I'm in the middle, just started. I understand. Okay. So let me ask this question then too. Would any of you be up to having help with certain niches? And maybe if we find you a niche, would you start out on it if we thought you could monetize it? I'm not trying to, decide for you. I'm just asking the question. Would any of you be interested if we could help you out, find a niche, and maybe give you an outline to help monetize it? You guys have any inspiration to do something like that. Because I've done this for years, and we've made a lot of people a lot of money by just helping them out. So if you guys need some help out there, you got to let me know. You truly do. Yes, we could do it online and see the process. We could. Great question. Great question. You need that. Okay, people do need that. Okay, I'm getting it. Okay, yes. Motivational training. That is always some of the best, you guys. And when I'm talking to you here, I'm not trying to motivate you. I'm just trying to get through you know, through your thick skull back to my thick skull, so we all can let it open and get it going. We really need to get there. Okay, so I'm going to work on some niches, and I've got some ideas. I'm working with right now. I got to tell you guys a little story real quick. I work with a as an R&D guy for a company, and I'm the research and development, and I've been doing it for years, and it's just something that I do. And I don't know if I've told you guys this, but I meet a lot of really cool people around the country, and they're usually, and I'm going to get more into it because I really want to show you guys this niche, because I think all of you could actually do it, and you could use Presenter and Sqribble to do it. But I meet some of the biggest players across the United States and Canada, Mexico. We just started in Mexico for the company, and I helped them get started. But basically, I'm the one doing most of the work, but I do help people. Okay, right. Let me see. Okay. I bought all the new software, trained myself to use it. Now I need to make some money. Okay, doing too much. Okay, and that's cool. That's cool. You do a lot of voluntary, but there gets to a point where you guys are buying the software. You guys are putting all your effort into it. But now it's time to just slam your hand on the desk and say no more. I need to get going and fire this baby up. So I think it's really wise that we can help you guys out and get into a group setting. I think it would be nice if we could get into a setting where um, we could help you guys out in a niche we could all work together with. Be it, if we're doing how-to books, or we're actually doing a product, or we're actually getting you into a business that you could do, but you could utilize your software that you have here with Presenter and Sqribble and make some money. I actually have a huge, huge team. Like I'm telling you, and I never thought of this before. They're not even using the Sqribble and the Presenter, and they should. But some of these people, they're all doing the same thing. I'm just going to give you this clue. They're all doing the same thing, but I'm actually helping them because I actually I'm kind of the guy that helps them fulfill what they need to do to make their products work. So I'm the guy that kind of like they come to and say, "Hey, can you help me out with this?" And I say, "Sure, sure, sure." And they have businesses, and it's kind of cool because it's husband wife teams, it's father son teams, it's sister teams, it's mother and sister teams. I've gotten so many different people doing it, and some of these people, I've got to tell you, are making 20, 30K a month on something that's very, it's one of the newest things out there. And I'm going to try to see if I can compile it and see if I can show you guys more. I don't have enough to give you guys right now because I have to explain it better once we get there, but it works. And it's really something that you guys could do, and you guys could get out there and start, making an income. There's thousands and thousands of ways to make money out there. There truly is a lot of ways to make money out there, but damn it, you guys have to find a niche that people need. And I am in some niches. I try to choose the niches that are going to grow and grow and grow. And sure enough, I'm in some of the best. I am. I fail? Yes, not very often, but yes, of course. Some of these, you find out very quickly if they're not going to work. The one I'm trying to do, I've been doing it for many years now, and I just meet more and more people that are doing better and better, and it's truly amazing. So I'm going to try to bring some stuff to you that we can all work together, and it would be nice if we could be part of the same niche, and we're doing the same kind of advertising, we're doing the same kind of format, but we're doing different things. And that's what's kind of cool, what I'm seeing out there now. And that's why I want to kind of bring it, but I got to find a way to format it within our program here so we're not stepping on anybody's toes and we're helping everybody out. I think everybody be willing to do something if it was from home and you can earn some money. Anybody can do this, and I'm going to see what I can do to bring some other things to the table here. I'm really going to get more into the software side of it here very soon. So I'm coming back. I'm coming back to where I'm going to start doing more of the ebooks and some of the how-tos and some of the presentations and things like that. And you always think, am I too old? Am I too young? Don't ever think that way. It's the person that brings the you know, how can I say it? It brings it to light, brings the magic out there. It's you. It truly is. So if you're dull and mundane, just throw that out the window and suck in some power. That's all I can say to you. And just start doing things differently. What I'd like you guys to do too is go onto Google and I want your ideas here. Find a niche that is nonstop. What do you guys think in today's world is nonstop that keeps selling? Of course, food does, and of course, gardening, things like that. Those are niches that are unstoppable. Health, they go on and on and on. But there's a lot of other niches out there that are brand new that are coming out that not everybody's into. You don't have to compete with millions and millions of people that actually is making money. And think about where we're at in the world. The whole world's in just, it's a mess. There's no doubt about it. If you think it's not a mess, then God, then I wish I need to talk to you more often. But you need something that's going to make you money from the screen that you're looking at right now. And there is so many variables of doing it. I am working with so many different people right now with 24 projects, and they're all making money. Every single one of them are making money. And I just try to get my fingers into it a little bit here and a little bit there, because I do help them out. And sometimes I don't help myself out. Sometimes I overtrain and I'm not, a lot of these people are doing much better in these businesses than people that have been in it for years. Some of the people that just jump into it. So we really need to do it. Say someone's asked how to do anything. Yeah, that's a good one. Yes, and people are saying that would be helpful. Yes, you guys did get the software. I'm really happy for you guys that you got the software here. You guys are doing. Oh boy, we're getting a lot of questions. Um, okay, you did all the software. You did that. Yes, I understand. Okay. Yes, basically, how to do anything is a good output. But what I'm really going to focus on here, I'm going to try to narrow your perspective in your niches to help you guys out. I'm going to try to bring niches to you because I think a lot of you don't have a good niche idea that you can run with it and make some money. And the more we do the book that we're doing, the ghost book together, I'm seeing people want to work together more and more. You guys are teaching me, I'm teaching you. We're both going back and forth, and the more I learn from you, the more I can understand what we all need to do. And I'm really finding out people get stuck. Everybody gets stuck. I get stuck. You get stuck. We need to narrow it, bring it down. I need to show you guys some of the stuff that I'm doing that's working, that's making money, and just don't look left or right. Go forward, and let's just pull in some cash and make some money. I do have some great things that are making money, and pretty much it's just one of those things, and I got to be very careful on how I format it. And like I said, bring it to the table here. But it's something that we could all have something in common with. Um, let me ask you guys this: if you guys could invest, say, let's just say $500 or less. And I'm not saying to me because it's nothing's coming to me. I'm not asking for anything. I'm saying if I gave you a niche, you'd have to go do it yourself. I'll point you in the right direction. You'll use Sqribble, you'll use the presenter to do it. But sometimes it takes that much to get everything together to get your little bit of advertising and some of the stuff that you're going to do and to do projects. Some of these niches take a little bit of money to do. You don't have to do it by any means. I'm not even going to tell you guys you have to do anything like that. The last thing I'm ever going to ask from you, and you guys know this, is for money because I can't do that. I wouldn't do that. I'm just saying some of the niches that I know about, you would have to put a little investment in to get it back, to present it on YouTube, to do your videos and do some of your stuff. But it works. It usually works really well. And like I said, if we did something like that, you're on your own. I'll give you all the guidance in the world, but I'll show you what you need to do and how to do it, and you'll go to specific areas and do it. That's all I can say. And it's very important that we try to help you guys make money. And a lot of people don't have I know a lot of people don't have a lot of money, so I'm going to try to do this as some of these niches are very little to get involved in. I have people asking me all the time, what's working? What's working? And a lot of times I'll say, go do this. I can show you where to go online and go get it, and then do this, this, and this. And I don't make anything from it, but they're friends of mine, and my heart goes out to them. So I try my best to show them what they need to do because it's working. It's working, damn it. It goes on and on and on. And that's some of the stuff that I hope that I can bring to the table as we go forward. Um, yeah, I know. Some people say, yes, I'd like to be happy to be part of that team. Yes, yes. And we do need to have, let's put it this way. We need money niches. We need money niches, niches that are actually making cash. So that's where we need to go and what we need to focus on going forward. I'm really amazed that my power hasn't gone out yet with the storm blazing behind me and the rain and everything else. I'm very, very happy we've made it just about to the end here. But I'm going to try to target, it is information niches, but it's also money niches. I kind of like that. We need to find things that are actually working. When I look at a business, I go look at the stats and I see what it's doing year after year and where it's going. And some of these businesses that I've seen grow by 15 to 25% a year compound, which means they're not just growing 15 to 20%. They grow and compound each year more and more, which is amazing. Like this year, or 2018, it was worth 3 billion. In 2025, it's worth 30 billion. That's some of and guess what? Some of these niches people don't even know they exist. Because it's worldwide and people don't even know it exists, but they're making bank and they're doing very well. Some of the people that I talk to, I'm truly blown away. Um, and I get calls every day from different people saying, "Hey, can you help me out? I need this and this and this," and then I guide them what they need to do. And sure enough, they're doing wonderful. So I'm getting good response from you guys. A lot of people are saying, "Yeah, I'd like to be part of it." So I really starting to narrow this down after training for so many years. I've been training for well over 20 years, really, when I first started. And what I really see nowadays is people need to be part of something and help. And I do too, because I learn every day from people that call me to say, "Hey, I'm doing this. Can you help me out with this?" Usually, when these people in this niche, they're already started in the niche, but they come to me to help enhance their niche. They're already there. They're already in it. So I don't have to start them out. They're going. They're making a lot of money, but they come in and say, "Hey, can you help me out with this?" And I usually give them one little facet of their niche that helps them out even do much better. But they're doing great. And I got to tell you, this niche, some of the people that I'm seeing in just one of the niches, like I said, are making 30, 40 grand in a month. Some of them are making 1,500 a month, which is great. That's great money. I mean, a lot of you would take 1,500 bucks a month. And then there's others making, a lot more money than that. And so I'll try to see what I can do. I'm going to consolidate it. And I got to be very careful. I don't want to step on anybody's toes as we go forward here with some of it. But I will show you guys. And some of the people that are doing this are in their 70s and 80s, and some of them are teenagers. It goes everywhere, and I've got them all in my phone. And what's funny is when they text me, I forget who they are, and then I have to go look at their name because I always put the niche behind their name. Like if I say it's this business, like ebook creator, or if I say it's some other niche, I always put the niche at the end because I've got hundreds of phone numbers and I have to remember where they're from. And usually when I go back to the text messages, I can figure out, oh, it's for this person. I have to go back and read some of the text messages to understand why they wrote me. There's so many people that are doing so many different things. So I would really like that. And we're getting good response. I think you guys need a money niche. I think it's going to be very, very important. And maybe we can help each other out and go forward. And that's what I'll try to do, everybody. I'll try to help you out. No, I wish I could have got more into the Sqribble tonight. What I really want to say to you guys is make sure I want to see if I can post this book to you guys. If I can get this out to you guys, the Book of Armor. I want to see if I can get this book to you guys. I'm going to try to upload it and see if I can get you guys just to have it. It has a lot of good training in it. It'll show you some of the free sites. I'm going to do what I can to get it posted. I add to this book, but I'm just going to see if I can post it. This will cover some of the training. and what we all need to do. Remember, when you're compiling your niche, your ebook, I'm going to call it niche, ebook, whatever you want. When you're compiling your niche, just try to put your niche into perspective. Try to know that you within your niche, you want to get 10 or 15 images of that niche. Think of 3 chapters that you could just name it, just a sentence for 3 chapters. And you're going to blow those out. You're going to change them up, but just do that for me. Do 10 images for your niche and then do 3 names of the chapters. And that's enough to really start compiling what you need to do. And I know it sounds crazy, but I'm going to bring this to you guys in a training, and I'll think of it right during the training. I'll pull it together. We'll find the pictures and we'll do everything. I would have done something more tonight, but with the storm, I'm afraid if I try to do any saving or try to, my bandwidth is not so good tonight, so I got to be very, very careful. So with all of that, you guys, we are at the top of the hour. Next week, I'm going to see if I can push the envelope with Presenter. I'm going to see, this is real important, if I can get in there and show you guys how to do the basics, I think, is make a video / ebook during the session within an hour and see if we can do YouTube. See if we can get that together. You guys need to learn to do those. Gmail's easy. You guys can do that on your own, and I can point to it, say here, go here, and do that. I'll try to format it to give you guys structure on that to show you exactly how to do it. Or I'll put it in the Book of Armor, like what you need to set up. I'll do a page on what you need to do to set up to get your niche going and to get, your outline going for whatever you're doing. But I'm really going to look at the money niche. I think that's something we need to think about and go forward. So with all that, you guys, I'm going to cut off tonight. I'm just happy that I was able to get through the call tonight, and we will see everybody next week. We're going to see if we can do Presenter. I'm going to push the envelope on that next week, and that'll really help us out. So everybody, have a great evening. Good night. Take care and stay safe. Bye, everybody.